playing. So
Mm.
I had like a little advantage to see things, and it made my mind open up a little more to see the floor, to see certain things, certain moves, watching zones, how they move. So I got better acquainted at it, and I started seeing things, and my IQ just grew off of that.
Right.
And it was funny that summer. That summer, I played for Ron Handy and Big Sean and Coach Bill for the PAL Nationals for the PAL team. And after practice, we went to Big Sean's house. That was everybody's meeting spot to hang out, talk basketball, football, baseball, the whole nine. So Pops, Ron Handy took me over there. It was a book, a binder that had about 1,000 pages, literally 1,000. It might be more.
Right.
So they threw the book at me and said, hey, look in there and see what you like. I'm like, huh? What are you talking about? Look at the plays, see what you like. Let me know what you mark it down, write it down. You know, take a look at it. About a half an hour later, I didn't dissect it almost a quarter of that book already. And I told them, yeah, this one don't work, that one don't work, this one. They all started laughing at me. I'm like, what's so funny? They said, you don't even know it. You a coach. I'm like, what are you talking about? And it was like, you just dissected that much and you knew, and you were already starting critiquing movements, how guys do this. And he said, you put yourself in it. And he said, you already got it. So I never paid no mind until that first day with Christmas. I took the job for the Browns job to start coaching. Then after that, we lost the Final Four that year. We won.
Boys Club Final Four?
Yeah, we had a good record. We lost to the best team, but they cheated us twice. But we ended up, it is what it is. But we lost by a foul shot at the end.
So
almost a beater.
So off my line of questioning, what does it actually mean to be a Brown Boys Club Golden Bear? What does that mean?
What's funny?
What do you attribute that to? Like, what does that mean? Like, if you could attribute it to another basketball program, like a pro program or a college program, or what does it just mean to be a Browns Boys Club Golden Bear?
It felt like Browns is different. I would say it's like your Duke, your North Carolina, your UCLA. It's all into one. The fraternity, the tradition, champions. They bred champions. They bred hard-nosed, tough players that if you got them on your team, you got something. That's what I learned. I was 9 years old playing the Classic my first year, and a coach picked me and said, hey, where you play at, youngin? I said, I'm from Brown Boys and Girls Club. The coach said automatically, Coach Ty says, oh, I got me a player. And I never knew what that meant till later on. And that dungeon is a serious dungeon to get out of. And all the greats and all the, me and Vash always play around with it, but he broke down the Madison Square Garden, the garden over the Mecca. He broke that down to me. But I was like, you know what? I get it. I like the idea. But Browns is like the Boston Garden or the Lakers building. It's nothing but champions and nothing but iconic people came out of there. So
don't at Browns, they don't even put up runner-up. They don't put up runner-up pictures.
No, all champions.
Those pictures go in books. They don't put up runner-up pictures.
Matter of fact, you would throw those away. Throw those away, have a 2-hour practice, and go right back at it like you didn't even blink. And
yeah.
I had a couple of those, but a lot of the times it was like a UNLV, a 54-6 record in 4 years or something. The run was crazy, me playing there. It was a hell of a run. I will say that. Lose too much.
My father and them had a run like that. They was a gold jersey group. They didn't lose a game for 3 years.
Yeah, you put the gold jerseys on.
69, 70, 71, 68, 69, 70, or 70, 69, 70, 71, something like that. But they didn't lose no games for 3 years, so they got to wear the gold jerseys.
We were fortunate to wear the gold jerseys twice. And we took them to the Boys Club playoffs one of the years we took them with us. But when you put them on, you got the Mike Millers, the history of that building is like remarkable. The Cisco Kid and all those guys had them jerseys on. So the Sean Bay Starkies, the Natees, you name it, they had them on.
It means something when you put them good.
Oh,
it means something when you put that gold jersey on. It means something.
Let alone the bear on it, but the gold one meant that's the best third jersey you can get to put on. And we wear reversible black and gold, but when that bear's on it, it says Browns on it. It's a different feeling putting that on.
Yeah. So let's go. So you started at 12. You coaching them. All right, let's move fast forward to when it gets for real, like young adulthood, like your first actual coaching job, middle school, high school. You actually had an all-star team at one point, right? Lucky's All-Stars was like a little travel team, right? Let's talk about that.
Lucky All-Stars.
You don't remember that, but I remember you having a mixed team of girls and boys, and the girls was better than the boys.
Yes. So Khadijah Rushton, Elena Deladon played sometimes, but she wasn't going to Duke. I had her brother Gene Deladon playing, their cousin Mike Jorlin, Brandon Wiggins, my guy, love him dearly. Rest in peace to little cuz. Wafers, rest in peace to Wafers. Chad, Blake. I took some of the best of the city players, and we just played. And it was just me with them against.
Move your phone down, look. You
I'm sorry.
There you go.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so we went. Tamir Lively, Hook, his little brother. East side, west side, north side, didn't matter. We had a mix of kids who want to get it, go get it. I put it together solid. Angel Henderson, David Watson, Tyra, man, we name it. I could name more. It was so many. I even
in that window,
yeah,
like it's awesome. So that was your first real concrete coaches thing, because now you're dealing with talent. You're dealing with real talent.
Oh yeah. Got nothing to do with it.
Now.
Yeah, got nothing to do with it, and so forth. So Brandon Solomon, Ernie, man, jeez, I can name them all.
So
Malcolm.
So that's your first entrance into, let's say, high level youth basketball, because now you got kids that's you named about 15 kids, about 10 of them went to college to play sports.
10 of them went to college. Champions, MVPs.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's go to when you get your first academic job, your first school job, like your first job where now everybody call you Mr. Price and not by your nickname.
Oh yeah. That was Central Dappy. I went to Dappy. They were trying to put a high school team together. First year ever doing it. I went there. They gave me the middle school job. I was getting paid for it, but my intro was to coach the high school boys. So we put the team in.
So Central is that an alternative school, or was it alternative school?
Dappy,
okay,
alternative school.
So Dappy was the side for the young ladies that were moms to be.
Yes.
And Central was the side for the bad boys, the boys that had alternative route. The alternative.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So we ended up. I coached them. We put them in the high school fall tune-up league down Browns.
Okay.
With the Sanfords, the top dogs, the William Penns, the top teams were playing in that league. And I went from getting beat by 35, and I said, I'm a way better coach than this. I got to figure this out. So each game, my getting beat were 35, 28, 24. So it went from these kids not playing basketball to now they're starting to play basketball. They're starting to get it. So now I added a couple of high school players that could play on the team. The margin went from 24 to losing by 6 to 8 points. So it could be a turnover here, a shot missed there, they score, get an M1. That changed, just changed the game. So I know I'm right there, but to coach them and to have no problems, they didn't fight not one time. They didn't lose their mind or didn't.
Right.
go back to the old ways. That was beautiful. I think that showed me that I can handle this, what I had, not having the best talent, but also them just playing hard. And I think that was it.
So how long were you there? Were you there a year, 2 years?
I was there for 2 years, and then
Okay.
the journey started.